Never seen Adam either, but should be fun. A little Yoshi game and watch for you. I believe this is losers top 32 qualifier, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably so.
Yeah, I think Monte lost to MK Leo. But, you know, regardless of whether you're in winners or losers, if you're in round 1 or grand finals, it's best of 5 here. Shout out to CACT for making that possible.
And I'm going to be real with you. Like, this is the first time I have been to some major right here within Mexico, right? I would dare say this is the first time that I do not know any of the players that are playing on.
Really?
Yeah, this is the first time ever, and I feel that it feels so cool in a way because it's like, man, I'm not in my hometown, but I'm in like my home turf. I would dare say my country, and I don't know who these players are, and that's so cool. Like I would get like occasionally I would get like some gigs like elsewhere, and I was like, okay, yeah, at least I don't know where they are. But look at this, like the offense right here. Monte just lost that first stock and off of what Adam could do, and just overall keeping him within the air. And you know for a fact that that's so hard to keep Mr. Game & Watch in the air and have him not be able to do anything against you.
Yeah, you saw that they're getting the high up air to contest Monte high. And Yoshi's one of those characters that you don't see very often, but Mexico is a region that will have good Yoshis. Meme is in this region as well as apparently Adam John Man. I've never seen this guy before, but Monte is one of the best Game & Watches in North America. Of course, Meister being the best one, but Monte, you know, has wins on some of the best players in the world. So it's really impressive to see Adam already with a strong start, but Monte, no matter the lead, he's going to try his best to make it even with that forward air. 89% on Monte, though, as you look basically at the end of your stock, as Yoshi has pretty strong kill power versus floaties, so you have to be very, very careful here.
Especially right there with his brain and his nose right here, because that forward air just seems like a truck sometimes. Yeah. But I'm gonna look a little bit into the way that that's such a difficult situation to be able to get out of, bro. Yeah. Like that kill setup, it just can be so difficult to read into because that tilt comes out so fast you can't react in time, and then you just get up into oblivion, dying in a little bit over 100%, like we just saw Monte actually go for. Oh, be careful right here, goes for the up smash, not quite gonna be enough. But this is what I was talking about, like these little interactions. Does Monte have somebody to practice this matchup over there with him?
We do have a couple Yoshi players, most notably Maiko, who made SoCal Smash on. Check it out if you're in SoCal looking for Smash tournaments. We have Maiko in our region, but I don't think Monte has played Maiko very often. So this is one of those characters where, at least at the really high levels, we don't have as much Yoshi practice. So it's going to be interesting to see how Monte adapts, as Adam just seems to be very, very strong at calling out these landings from Monte. The up smash comes through at 96%, and another one!
Double bicycle kick.
Wow, no air dodge for Monte. Monte thinks he could get away for it for free, but Adam just says, nope, I'm going to swing at you. I'm going to find 2 kicks to the face, and it's going to be Adam taking the first game with a 2-stock. Very, very impressive.
Yeah, like just overall, I think that generally the first games, like we call it la fichita. It means like that's the first game is a given, right?
Yeah.
Because it means like, okay, I'm gonna understand your game plan, I'm gonna understand how you're working, how you do things like that. But I'm gonna be real with you. Right now, we see how both of these players are going with the aggression, and Monte just was struggling a lot to not even land sometimes. He thought that he could get away like, oh, he's going to fear my down air, but he never did it. Like, he did it on a couple occasions, got punished for it, and said, you know what? He's not going to fear my down air anymore. He got conditioned to stop using the landing options that give Mr. Game & Watch so much of an opportunity and to just regain stage control and things like that. Like, that's the first time we actually see that down air hit, bro. Like, hit! Yeah. Not even to be used, like, hit. So weird sometimes. Adam
is really strong at juggling so far and keeping Monte in disadvantage state. Like, it's rare to say that versus for a player that's versus Game & Watch. Of course, Game & Watch having very, very strong landing as well as getting out of shield options, but you see Adam is just really on top of it. You see there drifting away from the forward air, gets a forward air of his own, or drifting away from the down air, sorry. So far Adam's looking very, very strong. Double jump, shield, up smashes out of shield. Monte seems flustered.
Yeah, right now he is looking very, I would say like not as strong right here, because it's just looking like he hasn't been able to decipher the game plan that Adam is just placing on the table right now. Adam is like, really, this is my tempo, and if you want to even contest, you have to play against what rules I'm placing right now. These are my rules, and you have to play within them. And this is right now what Monte is looking to just really get a little bit of a crack out of, because the way that Adam has been playing right here, he hasn't been able to get that stock overall. 155% on Yoshi can be lethal if your character is light as Mr. Game & Watch. But finally getting that key to the stock, because it really he took a little bit too much time, but he didn't take as much damage. So he really took it in a more patient manner, while I was playing a little bit more defensive than we generally see Mr. Game & Watch try to go.
Yeah, that double jump armor for Yoshi is going to be very, very strong at avoiding the up airs that come from Game & Watch. So you saw there, takes 2 nairs and instead of air dodging, just double jumps through the up air. These little things in your defensive game as Adam makes it so that you can be in a little bit riskier positions to punish and with punish Game & Watch's moves. And you're seeing that come into effect here as he's very good at double jumping and getting armor, as well as utilizing drift to line up a situation where he can get a forward air out even to punish a down air. Once again, almost kills Monte with a spike there, but that's a decent amount of percent. The up air comes through, no connection so far, and the forward air takes Adam away, but has a double jump, gets the egg out, and that's a very scary spot to be in as you have no double jump and no way to recover. Monte saves him! Why'd you do that? What's going on?
I don't think he noticed that he didn't have a double jump anymore, and that cost him. That came around and just immediately bit him in the butt right there. Just unfortunate things that we're seeing right here from Monte. Just, okay, great read. Ties things up almost immediately. Okay, you know what? He made up for his errors, for a mistake right there, but it just becomes so difficult to be able to deal with those mistakes because you're like, man, I didn't have to lose my stock for that. Down smash to forward smash, that combo ever so known. Right here, oh, he's going to do it again. Goes for the up smash now, completely charges it up, takes this dinosaur out for extinction, ties things up 1-1.
Very, very interesting from Adam to not attempt to mash there, but Monte able to clean it up there as, that big miscue where he didn't know that he didn't have a double jump, and you saw that there. Able to get the double down smash, or the 2 down smashes into the up smashes. That's going to be something that both of these players are going to be looking for in each other's advantage, or their opponent's advantage state, is how they land versus each other. Yoshi having what we saw as a forward tilt and an up tilt into up air, and Game & Watch having a very strong down smash and up smash to contest Yoshi landing. Yeah. Very important tools in a matchup like this where both of these characters want to be in the air.
Yeah, that's great analysis I would dare say, man. You good. You great at noticing those type of things. This is the experience. Go follow PJ. Go follow
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Twitter. He knows what he's talking about. But going into Game 3, we already saw like both of these players with that knowledge now. How do you think things are going to start changing up, especially within this stage change as well, Town and City?
Yes, I really do think like the way that this is going so far is that Monte is playing very like short hop height, and Adam is looking to shark underneath and get underneath and kind of respond to the jump. So you're seeing Monte is the one to jump first, and then you're seeing Yoshi as the anti-error or the person that's contesting with air-to-air. So far, it's been working out in Adam's favor, with Monte now having a much more room to work with, can weave in and out of Yoshi's kind of weird and funky burst range, but also find opportunities of his own. You can't contest that move. No forward smash connection, though. The very, very tipper of that down smash due to it hitting a down tilt. Unfortunately, Monte not finding a punish, but that down air is going to send very, very scary off stage. Very, very bad angle. But Yoshi, if any character can make it back, having one of the strongest recoveries, as well as some armor on that double jump.
Yeah. Got to be awfully aware sometimes of the way that both of these characters try to land for, especially within the recoveries. The more that they use it, the more it tends to be withered down. Right here regarding the percentage, double forward air into the up air, but then just gets hit with that forward air, a landing bomb right here coming from Mr. Game & Watch. That's going to be a lot of percent. Yeah, and then he just wins it. Yeah, he caught that. He knows, he's like, yeah, he's going to want to mash up B, right? So I'm going to just wait for that to happen, catch him on the lob side, and just goes in entirely, gets that first stock. Adam looking strong, but Monte with the retaliation.
That's actually a really good pickup from Adam. This is something that I tell people to practice a lot, is if you shield an up B, can you punish it against Game & Watch? And some characters don't have a high enough jump for it, but Yoshi is one of those characters that with a full hop, double jump can actually make it up there with an up air. So very, very smart from Adam. It shows kind of some understanding of this matchup. I'm really curious on where Adam is from, if he has a Game & Watch to practice with, or is just has that understanding of the matchup. But so far, it's looking pretty good. And Monte getting a Tetris down smash. Doesn't find the connection on the second one, though, as we are now in a very, very bad spot for Monte as that forward smash comes through 70%, and a forward air comes through, but an up B swats away the double jump. The air dodge comes out. It's going to get him a little bit out of it, but an air dodge doesn't grab the ledge. Very unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed. Oh, I thought he was going to hold me stock right there. You didn't see it when he ran off the stage.
We take those.
Yeah, we take those every single day of the week. But right now, the way that Adam is playing is a little bit more reckless, I would dare say. It's not really a hyper offense at this point. You don't really want to go into an overdrive type of situation where you burn yourself down so fast right here. Goes in with the down smash to up smash combo. And right here we see just the damage starting to rack up on Adam. We are no longer seeing a dominant Adam like we saw within the first game, right? Where Monte really was just struggling to understand, just goes in all the way down there for the stack, sends him to hell. But is it a little bit too late? Yoshi can bring this back. If there's a character that can bring this back, it is Yoshi, especially with the high damage potential.
Gets the down throw, waits for the up E, now trying to avoid a landing, catches with an up air, and an up E comes through to punish on hit. Very good stuff from Monte to know when to check the aggression, get the down smash out, just putting out as many hitboxes as possible. Full hop rising near the forward air, doesn't connect, very scary spot. Monte going high with an up air, can't find a kill on Adam. 169%, any meaningful hit will do it here, but Adam is going to be the one to start some pressure with an up air. The juggle comes through, the egg gets reflected by the bucket, the back air beats out the forward air, and barely is able to kill on Town and City due to the smaller side blast zones as Monte takes the set up to a 2-1 game count. Very, very impressive for Monte. The adaptation really coming through so far.
Yep, like he understood, like this is what I was talking about, La Pichita. Like that first game, he was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna give you a little bit of information right here. You're gonna give me more information, and then we're going to start to adapt. Adam is looking very, very good right here, especially in the way that he's playing. But Monte, with the way of adapting towards a playstyle that Adam was placing on the table, this is what I was saying, right? Like, these are my rules, you got to play by them. And Monte said, you know what? I've already mastered rules, now you got to play by mine.
And if you start playing Game and Watch's game, he's gaming, you're watching.
Yeah.
And that's how it always is going to be, no matter what character you're playing.
Game you're watching. That's great.
Yeah, he's gaming, you're watching. Starting off with a big throw into an air up air, getting a decent amount of percent. These little neutral interactions that set up into juggles are good for Monte because Yoshi doesn't have a way to land very aggressively with a hitbox besides, of course, down B, but you don't want to go for that very often. So you're seeing Monte just trying to set up into juggle states, and then now at the higher percentages, now catching landings with a down smash, for example. The FD variation of the stage is going to be very good at allowing and enabling that game plan for Game & Watch.
Yeah, especially right here, since there's no more platforms that you have to take account for. Not only that, but as well, if you're on the receiving end of this, that you can rely on. And look at that right here. That's also a great formation within the northern cavern type of formation, like the Kalos formation, right? When you say with the platforms towards the sides.
Yeah.
But I think that this could help a little bit of recovery to avoid any sort of ledge setup situation coming from both of these players. As we see right here, Adam already at 146%, while Monte hasn't even passed 40. He's been hit a couple of times, and that's basically it. As I say this, he gets hit by the egg, but at this point, he's already done a lot of damage to Adam, which is basically causing him to be able to struggle a little bit within finding his way on, not even the stage, onto gaining a little bit more control within this match.
Yeah, the Monte fans are called Monte Village. I call it a Monte Village because Monte doesn't put up walls, he puts up a village of defense. Like,
yeah.
He is very, very good at walling out his opponent, especially a character like Yoshi that has air drift, so is going to be approaching in the air often. So you're seeing a lot of full hop forward airs and just keeping Adam away.
Yep,
and so far, he didn't do anything crazy. He didn't do any crazy combo. He didn't make any big reads, but eventually the percent racks up so high that you make one too many mistakes or 4 or 5 mistakes versus Monte, and he's going to find a way to take a spot.
Yeah, right here we see the wave bounce egg layer. Now, Monte is just constantly throwing out, like you mentioned, this wall of projectiles, this wall of forward air, to ensure that Adam doesn't have a safe method of approach. This is what he is relying on. Those stray interactions, that stray amount of hits that he can get, and simply before he's able to double jump. Not only that, but he's also expecting Monte to waste those resources. I'm sorry, not Monte, Adam, to waste those resources that he has to do defensively instead of offensively, which is basically saying you're defending, and if I'm constantly on the offense, you don't have a time to attack.
It's true. So far, Monte is going to extend his lead with a nair into double up air, 67% on Adam, and Monte is yet to lose his stock. And the difficulty that you can run into as Yoshi is that your kill options can be relatively linear as you're looking for up smashes and back airs at higher percents. And because of the weird air drift, it's very easy to anticipate when you're going to be drifting in versus Game & Watch, and he's going to be able to react very fast with a hitbox. There, you see Adam very, very smart going underneath and through the bomb and just going for an up air to catch Monte, but you took 112% as a back air comes through to take it. Now Monte have 2 stocks to 1 clean stock.
Yep, and just overall, this is what we were talking about, the offense that Monte has right here. Just goes in for the nair, goes in for the second one, and now he has to waste his double jump. He has to waste his defense resource within in an instance where he feels uncomfortable. And now damage starts to rack up. You can't double jump out of those nairs anymore. You have to eat every single one of the ones that being thrown out right here. Monte with a great adaptation given out right here, 100%. All he needs is just one down smash, maybe a forward smash. He just walks in, just a little bit of a crawl right there. So Adam doesn't have to expose himself too much. He has to look for these stray interactions that give him the edge right here in order to be able to try to kill as early as possible if he wants to even have a contention within this going for a game 5 situation. Never mind.
Comes through and not enough to kill at 129%, but Monte, they're going to put a lot of pressure on Adam. Goes for the up smash. This hurtbox shift is going to avoid that hitbox. That would have been the end of the set. But a little gift from Sakurai is going to give Adam a chance at life. Looks to find the juggle or an up air to close out the stock versus Monte. The back air comes through, not enough to take it quite yet. Center, just Monte avoiding all of these juggle and hitboxes that Adam is putting up. The nair comes through to put Monte off stage. Double forward air avoids all of the pressure. The forward air from Monte comes through.
This is just, okay, finally gets that up air. Now he's going to tie things up. 159%, a sneeze will take him out. I have not seen the use of forward tilt much coming from Monte, which is one of the more reliable options that he has, but goes in, and now Adam, we saw him very aggressive within the first game, but the moment Monte said, you know what, okay, I understand how this is going to play out, just wins 3 in a row, and that is going to be Adam out of Monte's face, even I would dare say, with the loss, as Monte, you know, homie was able to get that win.
Yeah. I was stressed out. Adam playing very well game 1. It's actually something that I talk to Hungrybox a lot about is like when you lose game 1 so hard, you kind of like snap out of it and you like realize, okay, everything I was doing was wrong.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's better to make game 1 closer than just hard beating your opponent, because it's like when it's a close game and you barely lose, 1, it's kind of disappointing for you, but 2, you're like overthinking, like what did I do that was good and what did I do that was bad. It's a lot more mental tax, but there you saw game 1 where it was like, okay, everything I did was wrong. Nothing I was doing in the matchup was working.